In 1986, India's economy was on the brink of significant change. After years of a closed, state-controlled economy, the Indian government had begun to liberalize its policies, opening up the market to foreign investment and competition. This shift created a vast opportunity for global brands looking to tap into the country's massive consumer market. It was against this backdrop that Pepsi and Coke set their sights on India. The two American beverage giants had long dominated the world market, but had yet to make a significant impact in India, a country with a population of over 1 billion people. Despite significant challenges, including strict government regulations and a fiercely competitive local market, both companies were determined to establish a foothold in India. The stakes were high, as the first company to gain a significant market share in India would enjoy a substantial advantage over its rival. As Pepsi and Coke prepared to enter the Indian market, they knew they had to navigate a complex web of cultural, economic, and political factors. Their journey would not be easy, but it would ultimately reshape the Indian beverage market and become a critical chapter in the history of global business. Little did Pepsi and Coke know that the challenges they faced in the Indian market would far surpass their initial expectations. The complex and dynamic Indian business environment would prove to be a true test of their global prowess, and they would soon realize that they had underestimated the extent of their challenges. Despite their massive resources and expertise, they were in for a surprise. From the very beginning, Indians were opposed to the idea of foreign companies taking over local businesses. There were concerns about the negative health effects of soft drinks. There were also allegations that the companies were depleting groundwater resources, which created a massive outcry from environmentalists and local communities. Despite these challenges, the two companies persisted and tried to adapt to the Indian market. They launched several advertising campaigns and tried to create a local brand image for themselves. They also introduced new products, such as fruit-flavored soft drinks, to appeal to the Indian palate. Coke and Pepsi invested heavily in marketing and advertising to raise awareness about their products. They also began offering localized flavors that were more in line with Indian tastes. Both companies launched innovative campaigns to build brand loyalty and engage with consumers. However, in 2003, a major scandal broke out when the Center for Science and Environment alleged that Coke and Pepsi were selling drinks that contained unacceptably high levels of pesticides. The news quickly spread throughout the country, and protests broke out in several major cities. Coke and Pepsi denied the allegations and launched a massive PR campaign to defend their products. They even had the drinks tested by an independent laboratory, which found that the levels of pesticides were well within the limits set by the Indian government. Despite this, the damage had already been done, and sales of Coke and Pepsi products plummeted across the country. To make matters worse, Coke and Pepsi were accused of exploiting water resources in India. Activists claimed that the companies were depleting groundwater supplies and causing ecological damage in the process. Both companies denied the allegations and pledged to become more environmentally sustainable in the future. Coke and Pepsi continued to adapt their strategies to fit the local culture and preferences. One example of their success is the partnership they formed with local bottling companies. This allowed them to establish a stronger presence in the country and better understand the unique challenges and opportunities of the Indian market. Through this partnership, they were also able to gain a better understanding of the supply chain and distribution channels, which helped them to reach consumers in more remote areas. Coke and Pepsi invested heavily in marketing campaigns that were tailored to the Indian audience. They focused on emphasizing the social aspects of drinking their beverages, which was an important cultural value in India. They ran ads that showed groups of friends and family enjoying their products together, which resonated well with the local audience. Coke and Pepsi face cultural and ethical challenges when entering the Indian market, but through innovation, local partnerships, and tailored marketing campaigns, they were able to succeed. Both companies launched unique campaigns to build brand loyalty and engage with consumers. For instance, Pepsi's Young Aston campaign resonated with India's youth culture, featuring Bollywood celebrities who embodied the rebellious spirit of being young. Meanwhile, Coke's Stand Matlab Coca-Cola campaign emphasized refreshment and cooling off on a hot day, which struck a chord with Indian consumers. The campaign featured popular celebrities like Aamir Khan and Hrithik Roshan, who were shown enjoying a bottle of Coke in different settings. The ads used catchy jingles and slogans like Oi Bubbly, Bog Jad to convey the idea of refreshment and fun. Ultimately, the success of Coke and Pepsi in India demonstrates the importance of adapting to local culture and values, building strong partnerships, and developing effective marketing campaigns. By doing so, companies can overcome challenges and thrive in new markets. In addition to using celebrities, both companies also employed other innovative strategies to connect with consumers. For instance, Pepsi organized a music contest called Pepsi MTV Indies to promote indie music in India. The contest featured upcoming artists and encouraged young people to explore new genres of music. Coke, on the other hand, launched a social media campaign called Share a Coke, which allowed consumers to personalize their Coke bottles with their own names. The campaign not only increased sales, but also created a buzz on social media and encouraged people to share their Coke experiences with others. Overall, these campaigns showed how Coke and Pepsi understood the importance of connecting with local audiences and using innovative strategies to build brand loyalty. By featuring popular celebrities, promoting local music, and using personalized packaging, they were able to engage with consumers on a deeper level and create a lasting impact. At the local culture and launching innovative marketing campaigns, they were able to build a strong presence and gain a loyal customer base. The challenges faced by Coke and Pepsi highlighted the need for cultural sensitivity and ethical business practices. The companies learned that they couldn't simply transplant their American business model to another country without taking into account the unique cultural and environmental factors at play. Despite the initial challenges, Pepsi and Coke journey in the Indian market has been a remarkable success story. By adapting to the local environment and embracing cultural sensitivity, the companies were able to establish themselves as major players in the Indian beverage market. Today, Pepsi and Coke are household names in India, and their success has paved the way for other global companies to enter the Indian market. Furthermore, their focus on sustainability and ethical business practices has not only improved their reputation, but has also helped to create a more sustainable and responsible business ecosystem in India. Overall, Pepsi and Coke journey in India is a testament to the power of adaptability, cultural sensitivity, and ethical business practices in achieving long-term success in a global market. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more content like this, please consider subscribing to our channel Learning Scale. Your support helps us create more informative and engaging videos for you.